I am married and I'm 72 years old. My birthday will be August the 25th. I'll be 73 years old. And I just enjoy being here with you all. And I just thank the Lord for Matt and Leah that they had this worked up for us. Because without them and the good Lord and you all, it wouldn't happen. And I just thank the Lord. I just love peace and queer. And I just love being here with you all today. Say that what Linus is talking about, it is pretty hard. When you work there, we quiz all day long, and sometimes sitting there at night crying, talking to the Lord about helping you. We didn't come through it just like that. It was hard for us to get here. Not that I'm up here, I'm talking about to get from where we're at. Because I didn't know anything about no artwork. Hadn't it been for man and his dad, we wouldn't have known nothing about art today, because our parents didn't teach us anything about art. All the thing they was telling us to make quiz to keep warm. It was art, we didn't know. We was doing for the kids, we didn't know. All we was doing is trying to keep them warm. And then later on, when I found out that I was doing work, I tried to do it a little better. Because I was making the quiz to go all over the bed. Didn't care how it met, how the pieces joined. It didn't matter with me. Because I was doing this for to go on the bed, to keep warm. We didn't have good houses. We had a lot of kids and not good houses. And we had to keep them warm because it was cold during that time. But now it's not cold, not like it used to be. Every now and then you get probably about 2 days out of a week being cold. All the rest of them, you can go half naked and everything and you'll still be all right. The kids coming up now, they much warmer than we was when we was coming up. Because the kids back then, they was coming up through the cold and that made them cold. But the kids now, they don't figure it's cold. Every now and then you find 1 or 2 children stay cold, shivering like. But back then, they stayed cold. The ground was cold, the earth was cold, it was just cold. We didn't have no shoes. Kids have shoes to throw away. That's the reason why I use old fabric, something left over, because I didn't have anything. I grew up without anything. And I know how it is with a person wants something and don't have it, because I've been there. I wanted things and didn't have it. That's the reason why when we go somewhere, we mostly go to the school, teaching the kids how to make quilts. And they are very good. They are very active. And they take it on paper and they work it so fast. Much faster, they easily learn. You could give them a telephone. They could work it just like that. You could give them a radio. They know everything about it, TV. Hear me, I don't even know anything about no computer. I wanted to learn. I tried to get my kids to teach me. I bought one for them because they needed it. I told them to get them a learning. I didn't have a learning. I got buzzed the 6th grade in school. I don't have a learning. But I'm thankful to the Lord for what He given me. I do have a little knowledge and understanding. Now I know I have that sometimes. It's look like to me sometimes it just tries to slip away. But I can read. I can't read book reading, but I can read people's. Now I can do that, and God gave me that. He didn't come through no book. God gave that to me. I could read. I may not say nothing to you about it, but I could read that because that was something God gave me. This is what the Lord did for us. It wasn't man, it was God. But it came through man. God dealt it in somebody, and He dealt it in Bill and man. He dealt it into them to come in Jesus' being, to work with us. And when He did it, He told me the day He was talking, said, we came out here to help you. I said, thank you. God sent you. I said, because of without Him, it couldn't happen. We can't do nothing without God. We may not know who he is, may not recognize him, but we are all come through God. And if God don't speak to our heart, we can't do it. Man, sometimes they thinking they do it on their own, but God got that deal in there. I talked to one lady, I don't know which one it was, but she told me that she recognized that it is a God, that she recognized that it ain't none of her, it's something within her, and that is God. He lead us, he guide us, he protect us, he keep us, he can speak to you. And sometimes when you get into something, going into something, you speak to your mind and tell you leave it alone, don't bother it. And when you pass by, oh, you be so thankful. Thank you, Lord, you didn't let that hurt. You didn't let me go into that. Because if I'd have went into it, I'd have got hurt. I'd have been there, and I'd have did that. I was into something one time, and I didn't want it. I talked to the Lord about it. I told the Lord, I don't want to do that. And the Lord kept me from it. He a keeper. He a keeper. He a way out of nowhere. He a door open for us. I know he a door open for us because he made the door open for man and Bill. And they opened up those to help us to go through. God worked this out. When they came down and Jesus Bentley had a bus load, Jane Bond, Jane Lynch, and I don't know who all the rest of them, they came. I went back with them. He asked me to go back with them. I didn't want to go. I wanted to go, and I didn't want to go because I had never been no place, been somewhere, but not like that, not with people I didn't know. So I made up my mind to go, and I really enjoyed myself, and I thank the Lord that I had the opportunity to go. And they came down there, Lonnie, Mr. Dye, and Mr. Dye's son, and Joe, me. And a lot of them, they stayed with me because they was down there for some nights and they stayed there with me. And I took on people's just like they my kids or something because I love people. Mama told us to love people. And you treat them right. Never turn nobody away from you. Don't turn nobody away. You may turn away an angel. You may be turning away him, Jesus. You don't know who you're turning away. But you have that inside of you that you can tell when it's right and when it's wrong. You may not go with it because it's two things working. One pulling against the other one. And we have to have Jesus inside for to lead us the right way. If he don't lead us the right way, we'll go wrong. And I thank the Lord for you all accepting us and listening to our conversation. I thank the Lord for my friends who came with me. Reba Moses, Mayran Petaway, she's my niece. Reba is my friend ever since we was 6 years old. We've been together. And Minister China, she is our minister in our church. She's for you, she is an awesome song. That's the Flory Smith. And we all work together. We all don't belong to the same church, but we work just like we belong to the same church. And Luciana, my daughter-in-law. And I just thank the Lord for her. She helped me out a whole lot. Sometimes I get into something, she said, now you know you're not supposed to do that. I put it down. Now salt, I used to sprinkle salt on my food. And when she see me reaching that salt, she hit my hand. Because she knew I don't supposed to have it. And that's a big help to me. Because she said, you going places and you can't be sick. You got to stay up. And I thank her for doing that. And I thank Lonnie, he's good. Lonnie could talk about everything. Even if he ain't doing it, he still can talk about it. I just love it. We went to Nova Scotia, y'all, I can't pronounce the name so well. And Nova Scotia, no, that was Mexico. And I didn't thank the Lord. Matt wasn't with us, but we still had someone to help us. Because Lonnie, he a good spokesman.
I was just scared to go up the mountain. Too much ice on the road.
We went up the mountain and he see the car had turned over and he started crying like a baby. That Louisiana and I, we went on up there like a pole. But he was just crying, take me back. But when nobody turned around, he took him on up there. And then when we got up there, he's so scared. Really, it was pretty scary, all that snow out there. But you have to hold your dignity, just look to the Lord and ask him to help you.
I don't think that's the story Lonnie wanted you to be.
And when we came back down and we went to the show after that, he talked about it. He talked about it then. I said, well, now I don't have to express that. So he expressed how afraid he was because he was very scared because of the snow, everything slippery. We weren't brought up in snow, going up on the hill like that. That's what had him so scared. And I did thank you all for listening to our talk, listen to our heart, listen and looking at our way and taking a total video. And y'all give it to the kids. Let the kids know that they can do art. Children is good at art. I saw some of the artwork downstairs. Very nice. I love the work with kids because they easy, they catch on, they easy, they work with it. If they don't want to do it, they got to just tell you they don't want to do it. And I thank the Lord for that because that's a good thing. When you don't want to do it, you just don't do it. And I just thank the Lord for you all. And y'all keep carrying this on in life. Take it further and take it higher. And talk to the Lord and let him bless our soul. Bless our children. Because everywhere I went, the snow going to melt. And you all know there's something going down. It ain't nothing that we can do about it, but we can pray. Because God is in charge of these things. I went to California, the snow coming down. It didn't used to be melting, but it melted now. Everywhere we go, the snow melting more and more. Because I went to California, the first time I went to California, snow was up on the mountain like I don't know what. But I went there the last time I went there, it's not like that anymore. So we have to take consideration and go on and ask the Lord to help us. Thank y'all for listening. And I really enjoyed you all. And I just love to see y'all. Even I just my second day here with you all, but I really enjoy y'all. Have the beautiful smile on your face. I ain't seen y'all crying yet. And I just thank the Lord for that. Y'all